can call me Bench for those na hindi ko pa masyadong kakilala. So, I've been in the community since 2000 or 99. So, I spent my almost 10 years then sa SFC before we moved into couples. Kasama ko si Marisa, si Masang. Tapos yun, kasama namin yung team namin ngayon. So, question lang, who are those na mga bagong household heads ngayon? Or lahat kayo? Okay. You'll be handling yung mga bagong graduates ngayon. Tapos, yung sa mga dati na, kayo yan lahat. Okay. So, sino dito yung mga into a relationship? Yeah. Relationship. Any relationship. You have a friendship. So, we are all into a relationship. No? Kasi, minsan kapag parang natatali lang natin yung relationship into something na romantic. But when it comes to a relationship, it actually, the same rules would apply. So, before we start with our top 3, ano pala yung mga first 2 talks nyo kanina? The first one is about being a servant. So, you've learned the characteristics of being a servant in the community. The second one is
the household.
Yung dynamics on how to conduct the household. So now, the objective of this talk 3 is for us to give more tools and empowerment on how we're going to gagampanan yung mga responsibilities natin as leaders sa community. So before tayo mag-proceed, questions lang. Ano yung mga expectations niyo for this specific talk? Building relationships. What are your expectations? You expect to build the relationship. So, but if you are to build the relationship, what are ano yung kailangan? Ano yung mga tingin nyo that you need to have for you to build the relationship? Be more specific. Communication. Of course. You think there will be a relationship if there is no communication. But communication can be not just verbal. So other ways of communication. Later, we'll be discussing those. What other expectations? Expectations for this talk. Tips. Actually, it's more than tips that we'll be providing you for this session. As I mentioned earlier, diba, regardless of the type of relationships that we have, we can follow the techniques that are being presented here. So, how about if we are expecting to learn for the things that we need to build a relationship? Ano naman yung tingin nyo you can commit siguro for now muna, for this session, for you to really absorb all this? What will not sleep? Listen. Participate. Yan ang gusto ko, participate. Because I want this session to be, as informal as possible. Kasi, medyo marami tayo ngayon. So, yung mga nasa likod, naririnig ba ako? Okay. So, right. So, for before, ito yung introduction natin. Do you still remember when you started with the community? Paano ba kayo nag-start sa SFC? Ha? The YFC. The YFC muna. Doon sa mga hindi galing YFC. Because ako, for example, I remember, kami yung mga isa sa mga nag-start ng SFC dito. Ako naranasan ko na magkaroon ng household. Nakapag-household ako sa servants, nag-household ako sa couples, yung handmaids lang yung hindi ko nasalihan. Kasi during that time, yung naging household head ko, yung mga servants of the Lord, kasi hindi alam kung saan ako ilalagay. Kasi konti pa nun konti pa yung mga brothers and sisters natin. So, Sa inyo, paano kayo napasali sa community? Do you still remember? Yes, fresh na fresh. Paano? Parang kahapon lang. So, in every relationship, brothers and sisters, it all would start with a calling. During the time ba na tinawag tayo to be in the community, are we prepared? What are the, ano ba yung mga expectations? Ano ba yung mga nagpa-decide sa atin to start with the community? So try to recall. Later on, we'll try to pagtahi-tahiin lahat ng yun. So, in building the relationship, there is calling. You know, brothers and sisters, siguro madalas nyo nang marinig na many are called, but few are chosen. So, you are among those few na being called to be leaders. But when we enter the community, basically our calling is to be leaders. So, to lead our brethren towards the kingdom of God. So, as we start with the community, ito yung maganda sa Couples for Christ. Actually, in every relationship that we have, if we put God into the center of that relationship is, even if at first, tinawag tayo and then we answer the call, for sure, some of us may not be ready or we are not that confident enough. Pero with that single yes to the Lord, brothers and sisters, the rest would be, God will be the one to empower us. So don't worry, this is actually this talk would be an affirmation for you, brothers and sisters, that you are not alone in this calling, in this service. So God is doing something new in your lives. So expect wonders, expect trials, hardships, but later on, brothers and sisters, we will experience the maturity in faith. Because I remember dati, siguro karamihan sa atin when we join the community, parang yung reasons natin is medyo personal. Kasi I want, siguro, gusto magka-GG. Normally, ganun yung sabi, di ba, sa SFC. Or, hindi or gusto ko medyo mabawas-bawasan ng problems. Pero hindi rin totoo kasi dumadami ang problems pero maging strong lang tayo. Pero later on, brothers and sisters, as we start this journey of being leaders, mapapansin nyo na yung mga motivations, yung mga reasons natin for attending talks, attending the community, from being personal, it would be translated to concern with other people. And then eventually, as we mature with this relationship, it would be coming from the love that we have, the love for God. Everything that we're going to do would always be related to the love of God, because we love God. That's why we love our brothers and sisters. So later you will be hearing lots of love, lots of caring. So the third one. So as household leaders, brothers and sisters, another unique characteristic of a community from an organization in the corporate world is when you are a leader here, so you would have a whole range of pastoral network. So you will not be alone, definitely. God will be there for us to empower us, and we also have our chapter heads, chapter leaders, unit heads to support us. So in this building relationship, we will be focusing more on the household leaders. So your relationship with your upper and your lower members. Okay? So how should we relate to our unit head or to our chapter heads? Sino yung mga unit heads dito? LD, yan, tatlo. So how do you, nandito yung mga members na? Yeah. So brothers and sisters, for household heads, actually for unit heads then applicable because you are relating to your chapter leaders. So, know that your leaders are, ito yung three key points. They are committed, they are compassionate, and accountable to you. Okay? Committed in such a way that they are committed for your growth as leaders in the community. So they are there not to be your boss, but to be your servants. Brothers and sisters, ito yung siguro nung panahon ni Jesus Christ, kung nabubuhay tayo nung time na yon, siguro isa tayo sa mga magugulantang. Kasi ni-redefine na yung pagiging servant. Kasi before, ang pagiging servant means kasambahay, lowly, diba? Parang servants are sila yung mga mabababang uri ng tao. Pero pinakita ni God ni Jesus during his time na being a servant, kasi parang siya God, and yet being a servant leader means na you are serving your people, your members. Serving out of love, out of care. Diba? So, yun yung pagiging committed dito sinasabi. So, as household leaders, as unit heads, as household heads, please be assured of the commitment of your leader. So, yan. So, at least alam natin kung ano yung kung saan yung pinanggagalingan natin kapag we relate to our leaders para hindi tayo mahihiya lumapit sa kanila. Kasi they are our pastoral network. Sila yung first upper line that we have, line of support. Accountable. So brothers and sisters, dito hindi lang pinag-uusapan yung parang yung community lang. So dito, you can expect that you can also open up with your leaders yung mga problems nyo sa family. So yung well-being actually natin. So if you're experiencing some problems, some concerns, so just open up with them. And the main goal of leaders is actually to develop also the members to become leaders eventually. Okay? And compassionate. So, compassionate, kumbaga, if you are having some difficulties, definitely brothers and sisters, you are not alone. Your leaders would be there to support you, to help you out kung paano man yung tulong na kailangan nyo for you to be able to succeed in that specific trial that you're experiencing. Okay? So, understand the relationship. This is the key. This is the key, brothers and sisters, in having a relationship, in building the relationship. So, we have to understand the relationship that we have. So, know that our leaders are committed, accountable, and compassionate to us. And siguro you may ask, what are the things that we should be discussing with our leaders? So ito, what to talk about to our unit heads, to our chapter heads. So first is the household, the welfare of your household. So is your household, are you conducting the household regularly? So that's the first thing. Parang in a corporate setup, it's like having a weekly status report. So your status report, so your leaders, they're there for you to discuss with them how is the status, the progress of the household. So are you having other activities aside from the official ones? It's very important, brothers and sisters. Nung panahon namin, nauso yung parang tagal na nung panahon, nauso yung middle household. Kasi supposed to be household official engagements. Pero, syempre, because of the relationship that we build as brothers and sisters, so nagkaroon ng parang regular na fellowship, which are not official SFC activities. So we also have to look after, or we should be informed of what are happening within the household group. So we're not just concerned about the activities that we have inside the community SFC, but also we should be aware then. Kasi Remember, yung kanina na nasabi natin, accountability is one of those. We are accountable as brothers. We are our brother's keeper.